Good morning, everybody. It's 4:30 in the morning, Father's Day on a Sunday, so I'm very proud of myself to be up right now, which is what I've been doing every day, but especially on Father's Day on a Sunday, it's very different to where I'd have been a year ago. What I just want to do is spend 5 minutes, but it might end up being 10, just telling you a little bit more about my morning routine, because the reason I'm buzzing to get up this morning at 4:30, or up now, is because what I do every morning, and I think by having a routine that you do every morning sets you up brilliantly to make the day as great as it can be, and also to make sure that you do actually what you plan to do the day before. So first thing I do absolutely immediately on getting up is hydrate. So I have a pint of water. I'll just turn around and show you some of the things here. Hang on one second. Okay, so I use this Brita water filter to make sure that the water is filtered, take out some of the nasties from the tap water. And that was about £40, I've had that for a few years. It does a really good job. Takes, I think, about 10 litres of water. It's good to be able to see how much you're drinking as well. So I have a pint of that, and I put in that some, where have they gone? The pH drops. I had it next to the kettle. So I put in there some pH drops to make it even more alkaline. So they go in. Then I have a pint of lemon and water. Lemon's just being squeezed, that's in there. It's warm, which is lovely. Then what I do is I take some of this coconut oil here. This is about £50 for 5 kilograms. And as you can see, it is hard at room temperature. So that means that in the UK it's hard. Where I'd like to be, it would be a liquid, but in the UK it's rock hard. Probably will never melt, which is a great shame. So I've just put some boiling water in this little ramekin, and in the middle I've put some oil, so the oil's in there. What I'll do is I'll probably, I'll drink that much in some warm water. And in fact what I'll do at the end is I'll put some more oil into there and drink that. But with this amount, I'll actually be oil pulling, which is putting it in my mouth for about 20 minutes and swilling it around. And I do that whilst I am on my rebounder. Now, that was a good rebounder. I've had a rubbish one in the past, which was about £30, but it broke. I spent about £150 on that one. Much more hardcore, much more solid. Do all sorts of things. To start with, you can just bounce up and down really gently, and you could carry on doing that if you wanted to for 20 minutes, but you can do I think the best thing is just to do whatever takes you. Get some high bounces, knees up, flail your arms around, twist your hips, all sorts, great fun. So first thing I do is hydrate. Second thing I do is breathing exercises, which I've spoken about before, and I've got a video on for the breathing exercises. Deep lymphatic breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, but it's really good for the lymph system. And then rebounding. So hydrating, breathing, rebounding. I also take some extracts because I'm on mostly a vegan raw food diet at the moment. And I think even if it wasn't that, I'm finding that I'm feeling brilliant. So I've researched into these things. So mega greens, I probably have about 4 pints of this a day. It's got lots and lots of great vegetable goodness in there. Look at all the stuff on that. I get this from Energize for Life, and I wait until they have it in offer, because I think it's about £20 for a tub, but sometimes they do half price, and then I get about 8 tubs. Spirulina, I find this stuff absolutely gross, but I had it the other day with 4 apples, a quarter of a lime done in the juicer here, and a teaspoon of spirulina. It was actually very good. Now this is something I've just started taking called Hydrilla, crikey, verticillata, and that's again, it's a plant based food, which is actually, the plant itself is banned in I think nearly all countries because it just grows so quickly. It can grow by many feet a day, clog up waterways. It's just such a powerful plant, Hydrilla, because of many heads, and the heads that just keep growing back. and apparently it is an absolute superfood. And I found out on that by studying some stuff about longevity. And then cod liver oil, although I'm running out of those, I'm going to replace them with krill oil in the future. But I also have oud oil, about 4 tablespoons on pretty much. It goes on everything that I'm eating through the day. Over here you can see the remnants of dehydrating stuff. Bought a dehydrator about 3 weeks ago. Been fantastic, really been enjoying that. So the first bit of it, hydrating, what does that take? 5 minutes to get a couple of pints in you. Breathing exercise, they take 7 minutes, and you can do other stuff. That's when I tend to do my morning Facebooking, so I'm multitasking there. In fact, hang on, just let me turn the camera around. Okay, so yeah, I said 6 minutes for breathing exercises, multitasking at the same time. 20 minutes on the rebounder, which is what I'm just about to do. So looking forward to that. So that takes us to about 5:15, something like that. Then do something called Z Health, which you can investigate. It's like structural alignment exercises, very, very gentle. You do things like just start off with just your feet, then you go into your knees, your hips, your thoracic area, your chest, your shoulders. So an example would be sort of just rolling your shoulder blade around 3 times, and in the other direction, doing that 3 times, this 3 times, cross body 3 times. Just moving every single joint in the direction, in the way it's meant to be moved. Head, eyes, chin, fingers, elbows, the whole shebang. That takes 26 minutes. Do that 3 times a week. Then I do breakfast, which is usually something like spinach with oud oil and lemon juice, carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, probably 4 times a week, something like that, and I really like it. It sounds crazy, but I really, really like it. Or juicing. I've got Jason Vale's book called The Juice Master, which I think is really, really good. I've got a friend called Trish Tucker, who's an Australian woman who's designed herself the most amazing life, which I'm very jealous of, but also very proud of her for doing it. She runs juice bars in the UK and Australia, and her husband's a professional joker. He makes people laugh for a living, which I just think is amazing. What people can do to create the life of their dreams is incredible. But she sent me a book about juicing as well. So Trish, thank you very much. I mentioned on a video actually that I was getting into juicing, and the next thing, these 2 books came through the post. So you're a legend, Trish. Good on you, love. So yeah, do have that for breakfast. That's finished by about 6:30, and there is quite a bit of fannying about time built into all of this, because this 2 hours in the morning, 4:30 to 6:30, is my time. It's my time to get everything set up for me, so I don't want to rush through it like a machine. And that's when I started. I was getting up at 5:15, and I was just finding it all a bit rushed to get everything in, and I was missing bits out and getting distracted. So I just thought, I'll give myself this extra 45 minutes. I can do it far better, do it properly. And by doing it properly every morning, it created more energy. So it wasn't 45 extra minutes. I can understand people go, can't do all that in the morning, I haven't got time. Well, get up earlier. Because if you do it all every morning, you'll have bags more energy, and then getting up early will be easy anyway. So it just creates time, no brainer. Study some cookbooks, which is great. Then go to the gym at 7 o'clock. Annoy everybody there by being massively bright and breezy, and the staff falling asleep, and I'm like, come on early birds, let's have it. But I enjoy it, they can think what they like. Get back from the gym at 8 o'clock. So I do 5 minutes warm up, 45 minutes cardio, 5 minutes warm down, and my cardio is really gentle. It's aerobic cardio. I'm going to start bringing in a bit more P90X sort of stuff into that. And then that's me, 8 o'clock, have it, ready for the day, love it, and I'm going to carry on doing it. I've done it for 30 days, no intention to stop. Had a lie-in yesterday actually, because I had a late night on Friday, went out on a pub crawl where I did have a couple of zags, had a couple of glasses of red wine, which was very nice, and the good thing was, it would have taken me 2 bottles in the past to have hit the same limit or feeling of giddiness as I had after a glass and a half of red. And I had 5 pints of water, and I was on fire. I loved it. So I got up at 5:30 on Saturday morning, and it was lovely. It did actually feel like a massive lie-in, just having that extra hour. So cracking. All I can do is encourage people to do this, investigate more, spend some time Googling all the information that you need to create massive energy, to decide what you should be doing is online. All I can warn you about is if you look at a lot of the research that is done, and when I say research, this is research sponsored by large drug companies or done sponsored by food industry, then they're not going to be saying that this sort of lifestyle is what you should be doing. They'll be saying it's dangerous and stuff like that, which is nonsense. But they're saying that because they sell drugs, they sell food that's bad for you, and they want the research to carry on telling us to poison ourselves with the stuff that most people do all the time. So have a crack at it. Any questions, IM me, phone me. I would be delighted to help people feel as good as I feel. And the result is, not doing badly. I've got a little bit to go there, but I've lost 10 kilograms, 3 less hours sleep a day, gunshot, boom. So yeah, feeling good, bring it on. Oh, and happy Father's Day, all you fathers. Let's do it for our kids. Bye.